My name is Neil Gertisser, and I'm representing the group comprised of Mark Dereza, Emily Still, and Melissa Thibodeau. Our project was a Citizen's Guide to the Budget Process, Louisiana Attorney General's Office, Department of Justice. Our idea was to provide a basic understanding of the budget process for Louisiana in a simple, easy to understand format. What follows is what we put together. We started by asking some few questions and giving answers. What is the budget and what function does it serve? What are the major stages of the budget cycle and when does it occur? What are the players involved in the budget process? What is a performance-based budgeting? What is the total budget for the Department of Justice and how it has changed recently? Where does the Department of Justice funding come from? And what is a discretionary program and how do they differ from non-discretionary programs? The majority of of our pamphlet includes the Department of Justice budgeting cycle process. We talk about the preparation phase and how it includes the different forms that need to be put together so that it can be submitted for approval. Of those, there's 6 components that have to happen to be put forth for approval. There's an operational plan, existing operating budget, continuation budget, technical and other adjustment package, new or expanded service requests, total request summary. All of this is combined together and is submitted for the request of the budget. Once it has been submitted, it goes into the approval phase. In the approval phase, it begins at the Internal Office of Planning and Budgeting, in which they put the package together and make sure everything is good to go. They make a decision, yes, no, or maybe, and push it to the commissioner stage. Though at that point, there's a lot of back and forth between the commissioners and the Office of Planning and Budgeting to determine the yes, no, or maybe. And then if it is a maybe, there's more research that is done. Once a complete budget is put together with all yeses, it is pushed to the governor stage. And the governor determines whether he will or she will accept the budget as presented to them. Then we listed a few of the different decision factors that those 3 stages look at. This is followed by the execution phase. The execution phase is where the money is spent, and within 2 weeks of a budget approved, the Louisiana Office of Planning and Budgeting notifies the state agencies of the amount of funding they will receive, and they're required to spend that. We go over the timeline of that money that needs to be spent and when it needs to be spent. They use the money not only for the stuff from this year, but they also use some for future years. The last phase is the audit phase. The audit phase is the final stage in the budget process. It seeks to discover deviations from accepted standards and instances of illegalities, inefficiencies, irregularities, and ineffectiveness, and are there done early enough to submit corrective actions, therefore that the violators will be held accountable. Ultimately, in the end, they use the audit stage to verify that all the money is spent correctly. This is a basic overview of our project of the budget process in Louisiana, specifically for the Department of Justice, in an easy to read, laid out format for the average citizen.